So today, guys, I want to rant. I want to talk about the extravagance of my generation. It is ridiculous. I feel like people these days are wired to do things a certain way and to live their lives a certain way, and that certain way is according to what trends on social media, according to what is blowing up online. So there's this thing that my fellow Nigerians do, and that is to go all out, and they do that so they can pepper people. Pepper who exactly? It always never makes sense to me. Like, explain the sense in living your life a certain way, even when you can't afford, you are acquiring things that you do not need, first of all, and you cannot even really afford, just because you want to show complete strangers that you can actually afford those things, or you can actually live like that. Pepper who? At the end of the day, is yourself. It is your pocket, because it's not my money you used to buy those things. It is yourself that you're peppering, because tomorrow when you need that money for a much more important thing, me that you're peppering, I will not be there. I will just be in my house on my own, enjoying my own life and my own money, because I did it or I saved it for the right things. Do you get what I mean? And talking about trends, things trend every day. Trends come and go, especially on TikTok. Oh my god, things trend every 2 days on there. And then you live your life striving so hard every day to put up with this trend. Today you've jumped on this trend and tomorrow it has changed another trend, and you change. Like, do you even have a lifestyle? Like, what is your life? What's your personality? What's your individuality? We don't have those anymore, because you live your life based on trends, based on what is trending, based on the clouds that you can chase online, based on what can blow online. And it's easy to get influenced by all these things, because everywhere you turn, there's a company or an influencer trying to sell something to you. It's everywhere in your face. Anytime you open social media, there's something they're selling, and it's so easy to get influenced with all these things and jump on these trends and acquire these things that you don't even need. And that brings me to saying that my generation is very, very wasteful. This generation is so wasteful. It is ridiculous. You don't need the things you're buying, but because it is trending at that moment, you buy it, and then you realize that you can't even use it again in a few weeks, or highest in a year, because it is no longer trending. Something else is now trending. Is your life even yours? Like, do you have a lifestyle, or is trends your lifestyle? Do you live for trends? Following trends all the time is suffocating. Like, nothing beats being your own self. Nothing beats being authentically you. There's something I always like to say. There is no other person in the world that is you. You are the only you in this whole wild world. So why would you live off your life based on what a complete stranger, influencer online says? Why do you have to? Guys, do you know that these trends are even gone further away from maybe acquiring things just because they're trending, to maybe outfits, apartments, the aesthetic outfits, the aesthetic apartments. Gone as like, I don't even see colored wall paint anymore. This this trend of white, beige and gray wall colors and house colors that is trending, and people used to love colors. What happened? My favorite influencer doesn't use colors in her house, or my favorite influencer didn't decorate her space with these colors, so why should I? Who are you really in your core? If you like colors, put colors in your house and decorate your house with colors. If you want to paint your wall pink, paint it pink. It is who you are. It is authentically you. It's not that influencer that will come and live in the house. And I'm not saying that this thing is so good. I love it's good to see, but at the end of the day, who are you? What makes you? What represents to you the most? Is it the pink girl aesthetics? Is it the vanilla girl aesthetics? Is it, which one will you do and which one will you not do? It's everywhere. But who are you? What is your own aesthetic? Like, can you sit down confidently right now and say, this is who I am. I'm not influenced by these trends. I am my own person. I am uniquely myself. I'm authentically myself. And these are the things I enjoy doing. Or these are the things that make me happy or make me me. Not, these are the things that my favorite influencer does, and so I should do them so I can live my life like her. Live your life like you. Because you want to do what every other person does, you find that a lot of people look alike these days. People are not different. There's no authenticity anymore, like I keep saying. There are no personalities, there are no identities. People are all alike. People do the same thing. People live in the same kind of space. It's the same decoration. It's the same house decor. It's the same aesthetic. It's the same everything. Everywhere you look, everything looks the same. It's the same makeup. It's the same outfits. It's the same everything. And most of our unhappiness stems from this social media craze. Like, you always comparing yourself to that person on social media, to that complete stranger on social media. When you can't afford something you feel like is trending on social media, you feel like your life is less, or you feel like you are a less of an achiever. That messes with your mental health. You become sad, you become unhappy, and that leads to depression, and that leads to a whole other long story. Why? Coming back to this thing that Nigerians say about pepper them, I'm just going to share an example. I went to a wedding with my friend some time back, and after the voting was done, we're taking pictures, and she was like, snap from this angle so I can pepper people on social media. And I'm like, people do not care. Your life will start becoming better the day you realize that nobody cares. In this country right now with the hardship, everybody's focused on trying to put food on their table. Everybody's focused on trying to make things better for themselves. You think somebody, like, you're not preparing anybody. Baseline. That's what I'm trying to say. You are really not preparing anybody except yourself. You are pressuring yourself, you're just painting a picture that's not there, painting a world that is not there. With the body shape that is trending, people go through all sorts of things to be able to achieve that sort of body size or body shape, even when there was actually nothing wrong with them in the first place. They incur all this external stuff and like illnesses for themselves at the end of the day just to look a certain way. And if you look at it, guys, it's all either, for the male gaze, it's all just for like sexual attention, but I don't want to get into that because that's a whole other topic for another video. But these trends, like I said, go in and out, and the key thing is to love yourself for who you are. Build yourself. It is good to get inspiration from all these trends, from all your favorite influencers, and try to improve yourself, improve your lifestyle, personality, and build on yourself, because it is you that will be there for yourself. These trends will come and go. So you better work on yourself instead of working so hard to fit into these trends that will not even last. And like I said in the beginning, because it is everywhere on social media, these things are all in our faces. If you go off social media sometimes, you would cut down on this pressure, or you cut down on this information, all this type of trends, and things you should do, how you should live your life, things you should get, where you should travel to. That brings me to another thing. Do you know that, especially in this country, I feel like every year a particular vacation destination trends, and then you see families struggling to make it to that destination because that is what is trending that year. Make it make sense. I don't understand that. Why the pressure? The world is difficult enough. Why make your life more difficult by trying to fit into these boxes, these trends, when at the end of the day it just vanishes and you're left with regret, or you're left with wishing you had saved your money for something else, or wishing you had invested the time and energy on actually building who you are in your core and developing yourself as a person with identity, with personality, with individuality, and with your uniqueness. And sometimes these trends are even so uncomfortable. For instance, I met this girl. She had long nails, really long and colorful nails, and you could tell that she was very uncomfortable. She couldn't even press her phone very well because of the length of these nails, and you could tell that she was uncomfortable because it is what is trending for her age mates. She just had to do it. Like I said before, the world is already difficult. Why make your life more difficult? You're supposed to be striving for comfort. Why add all these external elements to make you more comfortable? And they say beauty is pain. My sister, no. So at the end of the day, the solution really is to try and live below your means. Like, know what you can afford. And the truth is, even if you can afford, with all these trends that's going up and down, like I said, that will come and go, be smart with your money, be wise with your money. Even if you can afford it, spend your money wisely, because at the end of the day, like I said, the favorite influencer you're following or that is influencing you to buy this thing or spend your money on these things will not be there for you when you are now in need of that money for a much more important thing. And I will not be there as well, me that you're trying to pepper. So think about it. Think about it really. Do you need to buy these things you're buying? Do you need to jump on these trends you're jumping on? Do you need to go on this trip even when you know you can't afford it at that moment, just because you want to show? Like I always say, you are the only you in this whole world. There's no anybody else in this world that is you. So you have to live for yourself. You have to build yourself. You have to Create a lifestyle for yourself. The influencer you're following has a life. You have to be your own influencer. Get hobbies, form a personality and individuality. Be your authentic self. Be unique in your own way. Anyway, that's it, guys. That is my thoughts on this following trends thing and being a slave to social media. And the only thing I can do, obviously, is to lend my voice and speak against this as much as I can, because that's my opinion and what I think, and see if there's a way I can pull somebody off of that trap. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have something else you want me to talk about, please leave it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.